Hello everyone, I am your instructor for this lab session. My name is Anwar. What we'll be doing today is experiment F02 Sprinkler Characteristics. In this experiment, we'll be looking at 3 different kinds of sprinklers and see how they are different. Today we're going to look at 3 different types of sprinkler heads. We have here the standard sprinkler head, the upright sprinkler head, and the sidewall sprinkler head. In the standard sprinkler head, the water comes through this hole, hits the deflector, and goes in the specified pattern. The sprinkler head will be installed in this way. In the upright sprinkler head, which you see here with the bulb inside, which we will remove before the experiment, is installed upright as the name suggests. Likewise, the water hits the deflector, goes through this hole, hits the deflector, and goes in the pattern which we will see soon. Finally, the sidewall sprinkler head is installed on the sidewall. This particular sprinkler head is installed this way. The water goes through this opening and hits the deflector and goes in a specific pattern for which the sprinkler head was designed for. We will be removing the bulb from the sprinkler head because in a real fire what would happen is this bulb would burst, opening the water flow which would start the sprinkler. Let's go now and see how these sprinklers operate. We will first also look at the operation panel, or at the control panel, which will control our experimental setup. What we have here is the pump controller, or the control panel. We'll be using this to control our sprinklers and our water mist system here in this laboratory. We're able to choose whether we want the sprinkler system or the water mist system that we have installed to be in operation. We can select the speed at which the pump works, how fast it pumps the water, how much pressure will build up depends on this, and then we're able to start and stop our pumps from these buttons here. We'll have these slides going on and off depending on what we have in operation. We have started our pump over at the pump control panel that we just looked at, and what we have here is the pressure gauge. It tells us exactly how much pressure we have in our sprinkler system right now. The sprinklers now have full pressure in them. We're aiming for 4 bar, not 0.9 bar as it's written in your handout. We're looking at 4 bar here for our sprinklers. This is usually with the pressure you have in normal operation in sprinkler systems. We will now go on and we'll start turning on our different sprinkler heads that we have installed in the laboratory from a different control panel that controls the individual sprinklers. What we have here is the 3 different types of sprinkler heads that we'll be looking at in this experiment. Let's look at them before we show them to you on. You see the first one is the standard sprinkler. The one just beside it is the overhead or upright sprinkler. As you can see, they have no bulb installed because we want the water to flow as soon as we open them. We turn them on. And the last type of sprinkler head that we have seen, the sidewall sprinkler. This control panel controls the individual sprinklers that we have installed and we just looked at in the lab. This one will control the first standard sprinkler. This one will control the sidewall sprinkler, and this will control the overhead or upright sprinkler. Let's go and look at these while I turn them on. What we will be doing now is we'll be testing how much water each sprinkler puts out, every different type, and we'll see how this water is distributed. You saw the pattern that comes out of the sprinkler. Now we want to see where does this water fall in an area around the sprinkler, under the sprinkler. This will help us understand how we can distribute the sprinklers in compartments or buildings so we can effectively suppress fires. We distributed these collection spots about half a meter apart each, and we'll give you a round and we'll give you all the data that we'll get from this experiment. So now, for 3 minutes, we will start our test with a standard sprinkler test. Now the pump is ready, pressure is up to the level we need. We'll start the sprinkler.
33.5.
33.5.